So many people have had problems. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, former general, former head of state, former president, he will call me on phone. Minister, I do go there, this problem of land here, please carry. I will solve the problem. That is former head of state. I respect institutions. And I know what it takes. Even as a governor, nobody no governor will say that they supported the military that murder me. So I know. But how do you see a private individual knowing fully well that you are against the law? It is not military versus government. No. If it was military, I would have been trained that look at military, why are you doing this? This is a private individual. Land was not allocated to him. Land was allocated to a company called Santos in 2007 for parks and recreation. You send this to start beating government officials. Not private, government officials, beating them. Senior government officials, you were beaten. Some will say, I said before you're a fool, and what I meant to fish. You cannot be carrying out and illegal. That's what I meant. I didn't say military a fool. I couldn't have said that. I don't even know the military.
He lied.
He said he couldn't have said that.
He couldn't have.
I looked for that video.
I like play back when they called him. Are you?
Well, I guess he meant I didn't mean to call him a fool. What do you think?
The interpretation of the fool was that he was foolish for acting on the orders because he clearly said.
He clearly said you're a fool. And the guy said.
Former Chief of Defense Staff Lucky Rabo criticized Wike's actions, saying the uniform of the military represents the authority of the state, even if it is a young person wearing it. General Rabo made the comment on Thursday while speaking at the National Dialogue on Media, Tourism and National Security at the 21st All Nigeria Editors Conference in Abuja. Let's take a look.
The uniform is not about who is wearing it. The uniform represents the authority of the state. Whether it's a small boy or not, it is the authority of the state. It's even worse when it is a commission officer who has a presidential commission. And so when you make such disparaging comments, you have desecrated the oath. You have desecrated the oath. What you have told the commander-in-chief and the authority that invested that position on him is that they are fools. So it is wrong. The officer that is in question, if you see him tomorrow wearing mufti, you will not see him. So what distinguishes the police, the military, and other agencies is the uniform. And so we should respect and honor the uniform. And that's what we should tell our children. That every Nigerian, when you see them, are they doing what is right? They may not be doing what is right. But then it is not your duty to now lay your hands on them. So otherwise, we're in a jungle. That's exactly what's happening.
We have a video now trending online that showed the moment FCT Minister Nyesom Wike allegedly withdraws his demolition squad from the disputed land of the former naval officer. In the video, a man records as the trucks drive away with a convoy of cars as people cheer on, saying, "Shame on you." Let's take a look.
FCT don't carry that truck go. Shame on you. Wike don't go with the truck. Soldier win this fight too. Only one he locks of soldier. FCT don't pack their truck. Wike don't go. You want to collect soldier land?
People when they die for their land.
I'm telling you.
They die for this land. Now you won't collect from them. Very short now. Very short. And these people they die for this land.
We'll take another story now. A woman identifying herself as Corporal Miriam Agumba has made a passionate appeal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Chief of Army Staff, and the Chief of Defense Staff for intervention alleging sexual harassment, brutality, and threats to her life by senior army officers. In a video circulating on social media on Thursday, Corporal Agumba, who claims to have served the Nigerian Army for 13 years, stated that she joined with her whole heart to serve the country, but has not had peace of mind since enlisting. She maintained that she has been victimized for refusing sexual advances from senior officers. Let's take a look.
I am not a criminal. I've never been found wanting since I joined the army. I've been doing the work with my whole heart because of the frustration of officer wanting to sleep with me, wanting to do one or two with me, and if anytime they bring all those things I refuse, they will tag it arrogance. Lieutenant Colonel Salem, because I refused to sleep with him, he did not only give order for them to assault me and my child, my 3-year-old boy, he gave them order to lock me up. He did not only stop there, they still charged me for the assault. They still charged me that I escaped confinement, and then they rank me. Where is that thing being done? That you will assault a soldier, you will lock the soldier with a baby. After doing all those things, you still charge and demand that soldier. Locking me 7 days after everything, without food, nothing, denying me access. I didn't know the whereabouts of my child. Throughout that 7 days in the Gadru. As an Igbo young lady, if you are not sleeping around with an officer, you will be suffering malice in Nigerian army. This is how they kept suffering us, intimidating us, maltreating us in Nigerian army. I got frustrated, I left. I hear they did not stop there. Let them leave me go. Let them let me go. Let them leave me alone. They said no. They kept threatening me. Now, my benefit of 30 years, they want to stop it. They want to revoke my certificate. They want to stop any benefit that is due to me. After I served Nigeria for 13 good years with my youth, I'm pleading for Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for help. Please. If you are seeing this video, help me post this video.
Ayo, this is not the first time allegations of sexual harassment have emerged from the Nigerian military. In January 2024, another female soldier, Ruth Ogunleye, made similar accusations against senior officers. She was subsequently arrested, investigated, and eventually discharged from service, with the army claiming that she had mental health issues. Corporal Ogumba's public appeal raises serious questions about accountability within the military and the mechanisms available for female soldiers to report abuse without facing retaliation. We're seeing this incident again repeat itself. Corporal Ogumba has made these serious allegations. We're calling on the military.
Thank you. I was going to actually also refer to ex-private Ruth Ogunleye because you brought it up on trending, and we called for an investigation, which was done. An investigation, as you already mentioned, discharged her, found her senior officer not guilty. She even mentioned names in the same way that Corporal Agumba has mentioned names. When you see another incident like this come up in less than maybe in 2 years, we then see that maybe we need to take a closer look at the rules of engagement in the army, especially with regards to protecting female officers. We need to investigate these claims by Corporal Agumba because it's very similar to a claim that was made recently around not just a particular person, but the culture of sexual harassment. And that's not a tag that the Nigerian military wants to have. And so I believe that, yes, in trying to protect its name, protect the status of the military, we want to bury some stories. But I think it's even more important to protect women who, alongside the men, pay very huge sacrifices for the benefit of the nation. Women who can come out with their faces in full view, talk about allegations of sexual harassment, mention names, and truthfully, if we think about it, this is not far from the truth. It's not just in the military. In many organizations and in cultures around the nation, we see places where sexual harassment is not even properly defined. Some people will say, we're just joking with you. What is wrong with you? It's not just a joke. A lot of women experience this. And so it's not surprising to find out that in the military, it can occur. Yes. So what we're asking for now, and thanks for highlighting the story, is that can the military address this and even call for an inquiry that if there's any other woman, so we don't want to be seeing it every other year, that has been sexually harassed or intimidated by a senior officer or a colleague, should come forward and speak and let there be actions meted out, because it doesn't look good at all for the military. And let me just say this.
Controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has accused some Christian groups in Nigeria's Middle Belt of staging fake mass killings to fabricate a genocide narrative. In a statement shared on his verified Facebook page, Gumi claimed that a doctor informed him that certain groups are burying empty coffins and recording the process as if real victims were killed to push the narrative of a Christian genocide. Gumi wrote on Facebook, "A doctor wrote me, do you know that some Middle Belt Christian groups are now staging fake mass killings? They are burying empty coffins and recording the process as if real victims were killed just to push the narrative of a Christian genocide. This is desperation at its peak, a disgrace, manipulating information just to provoke hatred and international sympathy." Gumi further described the genocide allegations as part of what he called a well-orchestrated plan to attack Sharia law and fuel Islamophobia. He urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to summon the U.S. ambassador and demand an official retraction of Trump's threat or consider severing diplomatic ties with the United States. However, Northern Can President John Hayab has dismissed Gumi's claims, accusing the cleric of lying and manipulation.